If a worker doesn't get his wage, imagine the pain he goes through. Every day, he gives his time, his energy, his dedication, yet goes home empty-handed. So think for a moment. When you press the subscribe button, you're not just supporting a channel. You're giving value to the hard work behind every word, every story, every frame. Our subscription is our wage. It's our small reward for the effort we put into bringing you these timeless pieces of history. So please, pay our wage by subscribing, and let's continue this journey together, discovering the stories that time tried to hide. Now take a close look at the coin in front of you. This isn't just a piece of metal. It's a chapter of American history, a memory sealed in silver. This is the Oklahoma State Quarter, released in 2008, celebrating the proud heritage of Oklahoma, the Sooner State. When you hold this coin in your hand, you're holding more than money. You're holding a story that began over 100 years ago. The coin features a stunning image of a scissor-tailed flycatcher, the official bird of Oklahoma, captured mid-flight, its wings spread wide as it glides across a field of Indian blanket. Flowers, the state's official wildflower. Every detail on this coin was chosen with meaning. The bird represents freedom, grace, and the unbreakable spirit of the people of Oklahoma. The flowers below it symbolize beauty, courage, and the rich natural life that defines the state's landscape. Together, they tell a silent story of struggle, growth, and pride. The date 1907 marks the year when Oklahoma officially became the 46th state of the United States. Before that, this land had seen Native American nations, pioneers, and settlers, all searching for a place to call home. When Oklahoma joined the Union, it carried with it a legacy of endurance and hope. And more than a century later, that legacy still shines through the coin you see today. Below the year, the words E pluribus unum are engraved, meaning out of many, one. These simple words have been the heartbeat of America for centuries. They remind us that though the United States is made of many states, many people, and many stories, they all unite as one nation. The Oklahoma Quarter captures that unity perfectly, through its design, its message, and its meaning. This coin was part of the 50 State Quarters program, one of the most celebrated coin collections in U.S. history, launched by the United States Mint in 1999. Over 10 years, 50 unique quarters were released, each representing one state, each telling a different story. The Oklahoma Quarter was released in 2008, marking the end of that incredible journey. Millions of collectors waited eagerly to add it to their collection, not just because of its rarity, but because of the artistry and story it carried. Think for a moment. When a hard-working laborer doesn't get paid for his work, how much pain he must feel. This is our work, our labor, our effort, and your one click to subscribe is the reward for that effort. Please subscribe to the channel and support this voice of history. Now let's travel back to the year 1652, to the early days of New England in the Massachusetts Bay Colony, where one of the rarest and most meaningful coins in American history was born, the New England shilling. Made of pure silver, its value was 12 pence, equal to 1 shilling. On one side, it simply read New England and 1652. On the other side, the letters Dude and Dom were marked, short for Dominion or Domini, meaning Lord. The coin looked simple, but its message was powerful. Though every piece carried the date 1652, these coins were secretly minted for many decades after. The people of Massachusetts knew they were not allowed by the British Crown to produce their own currency, but they used a clever idea by keeping the same date, 1652. They could claim the coins were made during a time of political chaos in England, after the execution of King Charles I. This was not just a coin. It was a quiet act of defiance, a symbol of independence, courage, and self-reliance in the new world. It was the very first authorized coinage ever made in British America. Later, the design evolved into the famous tree coinage, like the oak tree and pine tree shillings, but the simple New England shilling remained a timeless symbol of colonial strength. Today, only a few of these coins exist in the world. They are extremely rare, worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Some even sold for more. Then 300,000 at auction, and those few collectors who possess them, they never wish to sell. For them, these coins are not just silver They are history itself. If you love learning the hidden stories behind American coins, then don't forget to subscribe to our channel right now and turn on the bell icon so you never miss a single piece of history shining in your pocket. Your one click keeps this journey of knowledge alive. Have you ever held a Jefferson nickel in your hand and wondered, whose face is this? And what story does it carry through time? Well, this little coin holds a legacy that began all the way back in 1938. That year, the Jefferson nickel replaced the Buffalo nickel, marking a new chapter in American coin design. It was created by Felix Schlag, who won a national competition for his artistic vision. On the front, he engraved the thoughtful face of Thomas Jefferson III, President of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. And on the back, he placed Jefferson's own home, Monticello, standing proudly in Virginia. Decades later, in 2006, the U.S. Mint decided to refresh this historic coin. Artist Jamie Franke designed a new, more lifelike portrait of Jefferson, one that captured emotion, depth, and character. The 2020 version continued that design, showing Jefferson facing left once again, his eyes more expressive than ever. Around his portrait are the words, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 2020. On the reverse, Monticello still stands, but with sharper lines and a brighter architectural glow. Most 2020 nickels you find today are regular circulation coins, but collectors look for something special. The proof versions with mirror-like shine, or rare error coins with double strikes or off-center impressions. Each mint mark tells its own story. P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for the proof coins made in San Francisco. Beyond its metal and minting, this coin is a tribute to Thomas, Jefferson's enduring influence, his vision of democracy, his love for architecture and science, and his dream of an educated nation. And Monticello, the home that still graces the back of the nickel, remains a lasting symbol of creativity, independence, and the American spirit. Think about it. Just as a laborer deserves his wages after a long day of work, this channel too deserves its reward, your subscribe. It's the payment for our hard work, the appreciation for the effort behind every story. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do it now. Your one click is our encouragement, our true reward. Now listen carefully, because today's story is not just about a coin, it's about a legacy. The 1996 Liberty Ship commemorative coin, a golden piece that holds within it a tale of freedom, sacrifice, and courage. On its front, a proud Liberty ship cuts through the waves, a symbol of America's industrial strength and maritime bravery. Above it, the word liberty stands, not just as a name, but as a promise. Below, the year 1996 marks 50 years since the end of World War II, a tribute to the undying legacy of these mighty vessels. These Liberty ships were the lifeline of the Allied forces during World War II. Built between 1941 and 1945, more than 2,700 of these steel giants sailed the seas, each one a floating symbol of American skill, determination, and courage. They carried weapons, food, and above all, hope, crossing dangerous oceans under constant threat from enemy submarines. In 1996, the United States Mint issued this coin to honor the brave ships and the unseen sailors who kept the world moving in its darkest hour. It wasn't just a collector's item. It helped fund maritime museums and educational programs, ensuring their legacy would never fade. And when you see this coin, often handled carefully with white gloves, you realize it's more than just metal. It's memory. It's history captured in gold, a silent salute to the steel ships and the silent sailors who turned the tides of war. This coin isn't just about what it's made of, it's about what it stands for. A journey, a struggle, a promise, still shining today, like the first light over an endless sea. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now, because every coin tells a story. And today, we're diving into the beautiful and emotional history of the Oklahoma State Quarter. This coin, released in 2008, became one of the most loved pieces from the U.S. Mint's legendary 50 state quarters. A program that started back in 1999 to honor each of the 50 American states with its own unique design. Every coin came out in the same order the states joined the Union, and Oklahoma, being the 46th state, received its special tribute in the final year of the program, marking the end of an unforgettable era for collectors. The Oklahoma State Quarter captures the very soul of the state. At its center, soaring gracefully across the coin, is the scissor-tailed flycatcher, Oklahoma's state bird. Its long, elegant tail feathers stretch wide as if embracing the wind, symbolizing freedom, hope, and the beauty of motion. Beneath it bloom vibrant Indian blanket wildflowers, known scientifically as Gaillardia, the state's official wildflower. Their bright red and yellow petals reflect the warm tones of the Oklahoma plains, and they stand as a proud symbol of the land's natural beauty and deep Native American roots. The inscriptions on the coin tell the story. Simply and powerfully, the word Oklahoma proudly at the top, 2008 at the bottom, marking the year of release, and the timeless motto, E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one, reminding us that unity has always been the heart of America's spirit. This powerful design was created by Susan Gamble and sculpted by Phoebe Hemphill. Together, they captured motion and serenity in perfect balance, a bird in flight, free and strong, yet surrounded by peaceful wildflowers. The layout draws your eye diagonally across the coin, giving it an emotional flow that feels alive, almost as if you can see the bird gliding across the endless Oklahoma sky. But this coin is more than just metal. It's a piece of culture, a piece of heart, released in 2008, in a time when America was still, healing and reflecting on unity after years of challenge and change. The Oklahoma Quarter became a quiet symbol of pride, resilience, and the enduring connection between people and their land. Every time you look at it, you're reminded that beauty doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers through the wings of a bird, through the petals of a wildflower, and through the shine of a simple quarter that tells the story of an entire state. So if you love stories hidden inside history, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because every coin, just like Oklahoma's, carries a piece of the American soul.